children because we are all poised to raise responsible adults. So today I want us to, because you have already talked about what we learned
Last
previous week.
that was what I learned.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine. Today we are going to
but
talk
Mom,
about...
because you mentioned, let me just please, you're on Facebook Live. I forgot, but Mommy remembered me. So please join us on Facebook, and it's Radio Link 891. That is where you can get a chance to be part of the show live. Leave your comments, whatever you think about the show. Thank you.
Okay. Today we are going to talk about moral values.
Okay.
Moral values. You know, most of the time when we are raising our children, our concentrations are mostly directed to academics. We want to raise them out to be lawyers, doctors, and all that. But they can't be all of these things. But if they lack some moral values, it will be very difficult for them to adapt into the society that they find themselves. And so today I want to encourage parents. I want us all to come together to learn about helping our children with moral values. When we talk about moral values, we are just talking about some guidelines to assist a person in deciding on the right from the wrong. We are just guiding them. We are just helping them to know that this is right and this is wrong. If a person is morally inclined, the person will not know these things. But if the person is morally sound, then if the person is doing something which is wrong, the person knows it, or he feels it, or he gets some alert on the things that he or she is doing. So we are going to hit on some few moral values. We are saying that it's very important to teach our children right from the childhood, because I keep saying it that if we want them to adapt it to adulthood, then we need to give it to them from childhood. Yes.
So get your pens and papers ready so that you can jot something down.
Yeah. So we need to give it to them right from childhood. Trying to give these things to them will help them to grow up to have a very pleasant personality combined with beautiful, strong person. The person gets a pleasant personality. The person also grows up to have a very strong character. Yes. So we are saying that as parents, parents trying to help our children to grow up, we shouldn't forget the moral values of these children. We need to inculcate in them some moral values. And some of these moral values that we are going to talk about, one is respect.
Respect.
Everybody here knows what respect is. Perhaps sometimes we take it for granted. Yes, we need to teach our children how to respect. And I know no.
I can imagine.
Yes, and I'm so thankful to God to say even
if the person obey adjust
yes. I don't know why, but perhaps when they see the way you do your things, your conduct, they know that this person does not condone to disrespect and all that. Yes, and so we need to, as parents, we need to teach our children how to respect, how to see people and know the value of people. You know, some people, before they respect you, they have to see certain things about you. When they see you for the first time, they want to see certain things around you before they give you respect. But you know, appearances are sometimes deceptive. Yes. And so if you want to see something around somebody, or if you want to see something with somebody, or if you want to see somebody in a particular form before you give that person respect, if you are not careful, you are going to make a very big mistake of your life. Yes, because not all people like to go out or see people in some kind of I don't know how to put it.
They show what they have.
Yes.
Some people don't like the habit of exhibiting whatever they have.
Yes.
In other words, they come out very humble, even though they are rich.
Yes. Not all people like to show off. their possessions. Yes. Some people like to go as if they are nobody, they have nothing and all that stuff. And so if you want to look at those things before you respect people, you are going to make a very big mistake. And if you are not careful, you will apologize for the rest of your life. Yes, I remember a brother of mine was doing a service at the National Council, Accra, the National Sports Council. He told me there was a woman there who was trying to frustrate him. He couldn't go for break. He couldn't take a break. He couldn't, this woman wanted him to work all the time, using him as an errand boy and all that. All the things that he was not supposed to do, the woman was trying to make him do all of these things. So sometimes she even speaks to him in a harsh tone in front of people, trying to embarrass him. In all these things, he tried to compose himself. He tried to stay in a mood or in a way that he wouldn't be disrespectful to this woman until his whole service came to a close. So when he was going for a job hunt, trying to look for a job, after service, you need to look for a permanent job and all that. He applied to a certain institution and they wrote for him to come for an interview. And this is so amazing or whatever. On the board of the members who were going to interview him, he found this woman seated there. See? Wow. Yeah, life is so interesting. So when he saw the woman, he felt that this woman never liked me.
So this job, dear, let me
forget I have lost the job already. This woman, since I was having my service and all that, the way she treated me, this woman doesn't like me. So behind him, he thinks that this job has been lost already. But unfortunately, or fortunately for him, after the interview, it was the woman that recommended that he should be given that job. Because the woman tried anything possible for him to show some kind of disrespect, for him to show some kind of negative attitude, but he tried to compose himself. And so this woman helped him to attain the job that he felt that the same woman was going to qualify him for. You see? Yes. All because maybe the kind of training that he had built him up. You remember I said it brings out a very strong character in a person.
And strong emotions. So you're able to control your emotions at any given point.
Yes, we all are institutions that bring service persons. And whenever they come, we see the way they compose themselves, the way they give out themselves, because they feel that they are not permanent staffs. So they will not allow you to treat them some way you are not supposed to treat
them.
Yes.
After all, they will leave.
Because they are just passing through the system, you see. But because of that training he had to respect people, to have some respect for adults no matter what, he was able to contain himself. And at the end of it all, that behavior ended him that job that he expected to get. So one, we are saying that parents, we should try to inculcate in our children the moral of respect. Is very, very important. If you are in an institution and you don't respect authority, you always find it difficult to adapt to that institution. You might think people do not like you. You might think that institution is a very difficult place to live, without remembering or without considering that your behavior is also part of your family to be in that institution. So today we are telling parents we need to teach our children to respect people.
No matter what.
We are not saying that respecting people, sometimes people think respecting people is timidity. We mistaken
no.
Sometimes people see you and might think you don't talk, but when you get to a point where people are also trying to ride on your they are trying to ride on your power, then that place you show them that no, even though I respect you, I wouldn't allow you to ride.
You cannot just frustrate me.
Yes.
So Mom, you're saying that you are supposed to be respectful.
Yeah.
But I don't know, at a point that you because you used your brother's own, and there was no giving point that he gave up, like, or after all the frustration and all that, he was able to endure.
Yeah.
Are you saying that because per what you've just said, are you saying that if they are trying to ride on your power, like trying to make you look like a rag, like frustrate you, bring you down to nothing, you're supposed to talk back?
It depends.
Yeah.
You know, in my brother's case, he was able to get that job because he was able to contain all of that, in quote, nonsense. Do you get it? Yes, he was able to get it because maybe if he said anything or he had reacted in any way, he would have lost that job. That doesn't mean he wasn't going to get any job.
Of course.
Yes, he would have gotten another job, but it wouldn't be that earlier compared to maybe he would have searched for a very long time.
Okay, so mommy, right now I understand you. So it means that even when you have to talk back, it shouldn't be in a disrespectful manner.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have a nice way of expressing your emotions.
Yes.
When something bad is done to you.
That is it. You have answered it all. Yeah. You need to have a nice way of discussing it. Maybe when the boss was trying to insult him, he could have gone to the boss's office to tell her that, oh, mommy, please, the way you talk to me, this, that, maybe
that would have calmed the lady down.
She could have chosen to calm down. Yes. She could have also chosen not to. You can choose to quit, you can choose to stay. She doesn't lose anything. But you see, because he was able to comport himself in that, it ended him something precious. Yes. Yeah, so we are saying that whichever way it comes, you should know how to handle it. Yes. Even in the course of handling it, you should do it in a very respectful manner and not in a rude or in a bad way. And you can only do this when you have been inculcated with a spirit of what? Respect. Something you can't have, I keep telling you, you can't give it. Yes. If I tell you, Nana, to come to my house tomorrow for 50,000 Ghana cedis, it's a deceit. Because I don't have it. Even if I have it, it might not be something I am keeping for you. Okay. Do you get it? Yes. Yeah, so telling you to come for it tells you that I have it and I want to give it. That is why I'm asking you to come for it. So as parents, we should try to put in them. Say it becomes a part and parcel of them.
So mommy, I was going to let you go, but let me ask this. How do we do it? Because I trust me, Titi Akra, but me who say it's not going to be easy. Because I grow more dear now. Yeah. Anyway, so free yes. So how do you do it?
Yes. So as and when the child grows, children like to live the free range life and all that. So if the child does anything which does not merit it, or which does not conform to the rules that you want your child to copy growing up, alert that child. Like, hey, we don't talk like this. Hey, we don't do this. Hey, so I told you, I say as the tree grows, if you want to get a straight tree, you need to prune it. It is a branch in that way. I just cut it off. So as and when you are pruning it, you see that it grows up to be very straight, the way you want it. Yes. So as the child grows up, the behavior, the attitude, the speeches, the conduct that the child brings out, you find unnecessary, you find not healthy, you try to cut it off. The child is now growing. And so the things you are putting in are the things that the child is picking to grow. But most of the time, we wait for them to grow before we try to change it. It's difficult.
Very difficult.
Something you have adopted for about 10 years. Akolana peke sadia na nya bedu 10 years.
How do you do
and you
it?
Want to use a second to get rid of it? It's a joke. Do you understand? It becomes very, very difficult for the parents. Then you see making numerous consultations. Perhaps the child was left elsewhere, the mother was doing something elsewhere, the child was elsewhere. But as the child grows and you start to put those things in the child, you see that gradually, the child will grow with that beautiful character you want him or her to grow with. We should also teach our children to be responsible.
Responsible, that's very important. Yes.
Most of the time, as adults or
so, mommy, I'm coming because this is bothering me. I need. Let me come some more. So, mommy, I want to ask this. Respect. and loyal. Okay, so this might be out of context,
Okay.
but I just need to be sure. Being respectful and disloyal. So somebody can be loyal. Somebody can be loyal to you, but very disrespectful. How do you weigh that? Is it okay? That's okay. He's very loyal but disrespectful. So the loyalty is okay.
How can you be loyal to me and be disrespectful to me? Because you are loyal to me because when I ask you to do anything, you do it for me. That is respect.
So it means that loyalty comes with respect.
Yes.
You can't choose one over other.
No. When you are loyal to me, then you need to be respectful to me, because your loyalty comes as you follow some instructions I try to give you. I put this thing, you don't pick it. You are being loyal, and so you don't pick it.
So somebody who is disrespectful could totally be disloyal as well.
Automatically.
Okay, automatic.
Yes. Yeah. But it is about 90%. Once you are disrespectful to me, you can be 90%
disloyal.
Yes. Yeah. Of course.
What if the person is loyal to you but disrespectful outside?
I don't
to
think
others?
Loyal. We are saying that you need to be respectful in general.
In general. Okay.
Yes. Don't look at a person's personality before you respect that person. Okay. Yes. So now we are teaching them to be in general, not to respect me and disrespect the other person you meet outside.
Because you feel like, okay, so mommy could be a rich person, so let me just respect her, let me be loyal. But when you go outside, because you see the somebody, poor person, yes, you treat the person anyhow.
Yes, that is not respect. In that case, you need some favor from that person. And so that is crocodile the John kind of.
That is natural.
Yes,
that is hypocrisy.
Yeah, you need some kind of favor from that person, and so you are trying to show respect or be loyal to that person. Yes. Just to attain that thing. But once it's a different person, then you wouldn't like to.
I think I like this point.
Yeah, you wouldn't like to. It's very bad. You need to, if you are doing it, you need to cut across. Respect is respect.
Of course.
You get it? Yes. And then the next one, we need to teach them to be responsible. As children growing up, we need to sometimes give them tasks. As children, we need to task them just to test whether they can be responsible for their behaviors and all that. Sometimes they do certain things, you question them, they tell you they didn't do it. Meanwhile, they did it. Yes, they are running away. They don't want to own up for things that
maybe
they do.
Some kind of punishment involved.
Yes, they don't want to own up for things that they have done. And when it happens that way and you grow up, you are growing with it. Now we are bringing them from the roots. From babies, we are trying to bring them up to adulthood so that they fit well into the society. Yes, even in our workplaces, most of us as adults, we try to be responsible when we meet the presence of our authorities. Like when we come to our schools, when the headmaster is out, all the teachers are also trying to go out to do their things quickly, then they come back. You see, because the headmaster is out of school. But whether the headmaster is there, whether he is not there, you need to know when you have your periods, and you need to know when to go and deliver during your periods.
Okay, so let's come to our corporate institutions. So whether your boss is there, your CEO is watching, whether Pastor Korsah is around or not, you need to be responsible as a worker of Radio Link.
Yes.
Okay.
You need
that's discipline.
Yes, you need to do all the things that you are supposed to do. Whether there is an eye on you or not, because your duties have been spelled out to you.
Yes.
You have been told what to do. I keep saying that if you keep telling me what to do, it's just like you insulting me, telling me
like you don't know what you do.
I don't know what to do.
So ignorant.
Yes, I remember when I was very young, when I gather utensils to wash, then maybe I'm taking a quick turn somewhere, then my mother tells me, go and wash the utensils. It annoys me because I've already planned
to do it.
You know, I don't know if you...
I understand.
That thing is so annoying.
Yes,
you have already planned. It's like the person told you to do it before you did it.
Meanwhile, you had wanted to do it already.
Yes, you see. So as parents, we should also try to help them to be responsible. Sometimes when they do things, they might think because we want to punish them, they would like to run away from it. We should try to explain things to them, that no matter what is ahead of you, no matter the kind of punishment that comes with your your misconduct, you need to own up.
Yes.
You need to show that I did it and I'm ready for anything that comes
is
with
kind
it.
Of boldness.
Yes.
It shows how bold you are.
Yes, so I brought it up in the definition that it also brings out a strong character. That's I'm not a count to only once I respect me the mouth.
Yes.
When you are putting those things in them, you are bringing out a strong character.
So it means that nothing at all can change the person.
Yeah.
This is I did it.
Yes.
This is me.
Yes.
The truth must be said.
Yes. Most of the time, the society thinks that this person is guy.
I'm poor. What do you too known to do?
Yes, that's the word.
Yes, too known.
Yes.
As a word, person be arrogant.
Yes. But it's not the fault of that person. Perhaps some food ingredients be a and not bringing it out in that way. I don't know why people should give you names or call you names when you are trying to be responsible. I don't know why people should give you names when you are trying to be respectful. You know, all of these things they bring out the very pleasant personality in you. It tells people the kind of person you are. It even deters people from bringing just anything to you
because they know you. Your word is your word.
Yeah.
If it's down, you're not going to take it.
Of course.
You're always out for quality.
You know?
That is it.
Yeah, so that is why people try to give you names. They try to name you just for you to feel bad about yourself.
But because you have that strong character, you don't care because you know it's the right thing.
That is you.
And I'm so because I said my father liked me so much, but I was raised by my father with the help of my auntie. It's not time be am name so no, but me so agi tano dumase erade. You into more being control because you know your duties. It's other na wo bet not na say because time on obe control no. Maybe obebo and obetua akekadro. You wouldn't want that. It will be your duties to make sure that you are done. So me baby I'm be me person me ye. I don't need anybody to tell me. And me you can't tell me it's once I know it's the right thing. That's it. And me here to see you. So I always say this, my loyalty is to my work. My first loyalty is not to my CEO. My loyalty is not to my manager. My loyalty is to my work. Because that way my CEO or my manager will sack me. But I could be pleasing my CEO, my manager, but they will still sack me. And it means that I should be loyal to my work. That way you are being responsible and disciplined. You know, that is it. Your mommy today enjoyed your
so Nana, we are saying no, you know, people like to blame other people for being irresponsible. What you are supposed to do, you don't do it and you are punished for it, then quickly they blame the person who punished them for being the wrong people. But when you are trying to be responsible, I think that people will see it. The people who know the benefits of it will admire it. And the people who feel that your responsibility is putting them into trouble will begin to hate on you. So as parents, no matter what comes, let's try to put in our children this value of responsibility. And then the last one, because of time. Time is already gone.
Be Maria, let her add it because the teacher is also enjoying that. I have seen him writing. I'm just feeling today's short because it's saying a whole lot.
The last one, because of time, we are going to talk about gratitude. You should be grateful. There is a saying that the right attitude is to show gratitude. It's very painful when you do something for people and they don't show gratitude. We are all humans. I say, "Oba ye yempotemu ha, uyo adiyemo obi, ye shada kone na ase, ni akoda na ase. Okwa onipa oh na we na wa ha wo ho a, but one nko so a
wenye chimuka bia ma." Because Yesu Christo kura no nim bibia say enkrofo duya wo yom papa ba ko pe no ko show wo shira nani jeye. It means that nyankopon kura no so obeti ama aboa danas obi ape.
Gratitude is very important because the more you show gratitude, you encourage the person to do more
for you.
I remember Pastor was telling me an instance of a certain man. He dashed something to him out there. He said that this man, anytime this man meets him, or the man enra and no she no so for no me that's you.
So that's
now no me that's you. Telling you that
the software is doomed.
Indirectly telling you that they're now not the NASA. Yeah, so gratitude is very important. If you are somebody who doesn't show gratitude, people when they are doing things for you, they don't feel happy about it. Meanwhile, when you are doing something for people, you need to be happy. You need to come out from a good heart. You don't have to be grudging within your heart to do good things to other people. But when it happens that way, you see that you are doing it in vain. So parents should try to teach their children how to show gratitude. Yes.
No matter how small it is.
Yes.
Be appreciative.
Yes.
People don't know how to be thankful.
Yeah. I don't know if it takes a mark from them or what, but it's very important. Sometimes even when you are given a compliment, you need to show gratitude. Because you might think that you are just saying it, but the person who is showing the gratitude knows how deep the compliment has gone to help him or her. Yes, I listened to a certain preacher and he made mention of something like that he once saw a certain lady and he looked at the lady and said, "Today you look beautiful." He was just making a passing statement. He just said it and he left. After the service, the lady walked to him and said, "You don't know what this compliment has done for me." Meaning that the lady has received negative compliments from the husband. You look ugly, you look at how you look, you are too fat, you are that. You see, those words has really brought her self-esteem down. It has really run her down. Just a bubuno. And to hearing that from a person with that high profile rank, so, oh, sir, so he went there to say thank you to the man and he explained the situation to the man. But he felt he was just saying, "Oh, why he felt he was just saying it. But that thing went a far end to help this woman. So as parents, there are certain things we might think that they are not all that necessary. Oh, now we can't yes, fine. You might think they are not, but today we are all learning and we have all come to realize that these things are things that we don't consider so important, but they are important because your child might acquire all the wealth, your child might acquire all the fame, but without these things, and until I say most of the time, your celebrities, no, when celebrity don't penny pa, and what you say, you see, there are certain moral values where, even though the person has all the fame, to be honest, when you're fame, no, but within a shorter possible time, they're not fame, nothing inside. Then the person goes back to who he used to be. But if you have some moral values combined with the achievements that you have, I believe that it will take you very, very far. Thank you.
Wow, thank you too. Let's clap for Mrs. Adwoa Asantewaa Korsah. Wow, one to me and Frewa home. Nanka Mr. Fre, come on the air, the power 0322498512 or 0596741771. Don't worry, if you're not able to call, Mommy is still on course to help you. She will give her contact out because yes, ya me kra mengu ye me sua said the bear me because the education now they might be okra yan kase betimi afana ya aboye as adult be a wan yan nkra bremu basisia no usua ka ho ebeboa na afi wasan de akire wo ma na aye kama. Thank you very much, Mrs. Adwoa Asantewaa Korsah, a teacher from Test Model Basic, a parent and also my pastor's wife, so she's doing a lot to assist us in terms of raising our children. And let me remind you that this is Kids World, and the child care segment is part of it, first segment of the show, and it's probably sponsored by Safari Tissues, the tissue master across the country. We have toilet rolls, tissue napkins, tissue towels, sky packets, lady packets, a whole lot, car box, facial tissue, and a whole lot. So visit the market and get yourself Safari Tissue to improve your hygienic life. Thank you, Mommy. We are wrapping up, so your final words and you greet your loved ones, and don't forget to also share your number, your contact with
us. My final words to parents. I just want them to take this very important. And we also need to know how to shape in these moral values. Some places that we take our children to, like the schools, they learn so many negative behaviors from schools, from the social places that they visit. So we need to keep an eye when they are going to all of these places. The moment we see any negative hit on them at a particular place they went, we need to take charge quickly and then bring them back to the books. Finally, let me greet some few people.
Okay.
The staff of Test Model, as usual, my church, Calvary Baptist Church, and to all the pastors' wives. They should just get ready for me quickly. We shall start with our meetings.
Pastors' wives.
Yes, at Calvary
I would like
Baptist.
to join, but unluckily for me, I'm not.
Well, I'll get one pastor for you. I have one pastor.
I understand. Yes. Me me to be very softly. But I think it will be possible.
And then my number, Nana, I'm pleading with people not to be flashing me.
Hey, they have been flashing. Please, I beg you, please.
The most painful thing
She's
is that
a busy person.
When they flash and I call, they don't answer.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know whether they are trying, whether I've given
and
the
I'm
right number.
Please, I'm cranky to I'm please.
Yes.
I beg you.
Anytime I see a missed call, I try to call. That is me. So if you flash, I will call because I don't know why the person is flashing me. So I would like to know if the issue is not anything to be bothered about, then I just trash it out. So when you flash, I will call. But when I call, please answer.
Okay.
Just answer and tell me you were trying the line. Anything, just tell me anything. By ignoring it,
so
maybe you are trying to break somebody else's chance. The person might need me, flash me, trying, then I wouldn't do that again.
Okay.
So the number is 0244
56 26
84
again
0244 56 26 84. Yeah, we are not coming as for now. You won't be preaching.
I knew. Okay, so that was Mrs. Adwoa Asantewaa Korsah. This is where we end the child care segment. You come your way next week as well. And just know that it's Kids World. Please, it's sponsored by Safari Tissue. So mommy will get the lady pocket tissue. Producer, please try and just give it to mommy. And it's Safari.